90 days ago, I made a promise to myself that I would run 5 days a week, no matter what.
Rain, heat, sore legs, it didn't matter. I stuck to it. And today, I want to tell you exactly what happened, physically, mentally, and everything in between. Before this challenge, I was not a runner at all. I absolutely hated it. I would always start running and then very quickly, I would give up and stop running completely. So this time, I wanted to see what would happen if I really dedicated myself and did not quit. But this time I didn't want to just run 5 days a week for a week, not for just 30 days, but for 90 days consistently, 5 days a week, no excuses. So here are the rules for my challenge. I was going to run 5 days a week for a minimum of 2 miles each run. I was going to do it for a total of 90 days. No skipping was allowed, no crazy pace. I was just going to show up and run, and I tracked everything from my distance to my pace to how I felt. About a week into this challenge, I found a marathon program by Hal Higdon that was 5 days a week, so I stuck to it religiously. And while I was following a marathon program, this wasn't about becoming a world-class marathoner or setting world records. It was just about showing up and running consistently day in and day out. So let's get into the physical results of me running 5 days a week for 90 days. The physical changes in my body were absolutely real. In the first couple of weeks of running consistently, my legs and calves were absolutely fried. I was still lifting in conjunction with this running, which I still currently am, but I was going a little too hard, so I adjusted that. But somewhere around weeks 3 to 4 is when I would say that my body adjusted finally to this new running, and so I started to feel a lot better. I've dropped about 12 pounds over the 90 days since I started this running. My resting heart rate has gone way down from where I was beforehand. My endurance has gotten absolutely insane. My heart rate while I'm running my zone 2 runs has gone down by about 15. Started at about 155 for a pretty casual pace, and now it's down to about 140, which is incredible. And now distances that I never thought were achievable, like 20 miles, are things that I've done multiple times. And even better, I've started to sleep better, I'm more motivated to eat better, and I've been recovering maybe even faster than I have been before. Now let's talk about the even more important changes that have happened to me, and that would be the mental changes. Something that no one is gonna really tell you is that the mental changes from running that you receive are way more powerful than any physical changes that you'll receive. I started using my running time to think, to reset, to listen to podcasts, to listen to books, to listen to almost everything that I didn't have the time for beforehand. It was honestly just like therapy, but free and sweaty. And just the discipline of showing up 5 days a week to doing something you really don't want to do, like for me at the time running, transferred over to different parts of my life as well. I was able to be more productive, more focused, and maybe even a little bit more confident in my day-to-day activities. Now, of course, not every day was pretty. I had days where my legs were toast. I had to run in the rain after work, or when I just plain didn't feel like it. But the hardest part was not the physical aspect at all. It was staying consistent without motivation. And I can promise you, if you're waiting to feel motivated every day to make a change, don't. Discipline is always gonna be greater than motivation. Every time. And for those of you wondering, I would absolutely do this again, and I'm gonna continue to run 5 days a week. I didn't just become a better runner, I became a better version of myself. This challenge has reminded me that I and you are way more capable than we ever thought we could be. I ran 20 miles straight. I never thought that I would be able to do that or anywhere close to being able to do that. It's insane. We are capable of so much more than we think we are if we just show up and be consistent. So if you're thinking about doing something like this, start. You don't have to be fast. I know I wasn't. You just have to keep on going. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you're thinking of trying this challenge, do it. You can modify it to be as easy or as hard as you want to. The most important thing is that you're doing something. And if you're already doing something like this, any type of challenge, let me know down below in the comments. I would love to hear about it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe on the video. The monitor says it, so you gotta go do it. I don't make the rules. And if you haven't ran today, go do that. If you haven't lifted today, go do that. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.